In this video, the Redcat Gen8 is going to get a new look. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is well. In today's video, I'm going to start the process of giving my Redcat Gen8 a new look. So I've had it for a little while now, not a giant fan of the black, and I wanted to refresh it and do some new things. So I ordered some new parts, I ordered some paint, and I'm going to go ahead, strip this body down, and give it a nice new paint job. So for the look, final color is going to be this red-brown that I have here. I got a couple other things in mind, not sure exactly what I'm going to do, how it's all going to shape up, but I do know I got this handy-dandy handle for the paint can, so hopefully painting on the outside, I'll be able to just kind of get some better paint. I don't know, I've used them in the past, I want to try that. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do, but most of the work, I have to strip the body down, should paint up pretty easy, big body lines and all that, so I'm going to get to work stripping this thing down, and I'll keep you guys informed as we move along here, but let's do it. All right, so I got it all stripped down, basically. I took all the pieces out, got the lights out. Don't really think I'm going to do anything on the interior here, so I'm just going to tape it all up. I think I'm going to leave this all black here on the top, just for a little separation, because the inside is going to be black. I'm not going to go and redo that, so I'll just tape that line there. It's going to be a little difficult. I'm not the greatest at that stuff, but I got to clean it up and start the taping process, and then I'll kind of think about a design. Once I get this kind of taped up, I'm going to figure out if I'm going to use the stickers or not. I'm still undecided, so we'll have to see, but pretty easy. Once I get it taped, if I'm just doing one solid color, it should come out good. So, yeah, I'm going to keep working. Alright guys, it has now been a few days here removed from the initial start of this video. I've been waiting for some nice weather to do the paint. I also did say I had some other mods. So first up is I want to get rid of these cheap sliders I picked up. They're not terrible, but like I can just bend them and they get bent and twisted from just hitting rocks and stuff. It's like the thinnest, crappiest thing, but I broke the plastic ones and I like the look of these. I think they look good, and if you weren't going to do like any crazy scaling or anything, they'd be okay, or if you could find a way to strengthen them, but they're just super cheap. So I went ahead and picked up these Reefs ones from JJ Customs. Been looking for these for a while. Initially, I think they made some that were like this whole piece right here, and they were quite expensive, so I passed on them, and I didn't think I really needed that whole piece. But these here are just like the regular sliders, and they got a real nice finish to them, and these are obviously really durable, like I can't bend them or anything like that. So if you're interested, these are them right here. The part number is right here, so I will put it in the video itself, and if you want to order some, I suggest you get them through JJ Customs. He's a great guy, great hobby shop, so he sent those out to me right away, so those will be super easy. And then also, I don't really think it's needed, but I am going to go ahead and put on the Proline big bore shocks that I had. I just kind of think that these might be a little bit better for a heavier rig. The spring rate might be a little down, so I might have to pick up the other springs for them, but these shocks were working good on the Wraith, and I don't know, they just seemed like a good fit on this truck. That's kind of what I originally was, wanting to put them on, but At the time, I just wound up putting them on Mrs. Prop's Wraith. So I'm just going to go ahead, set up the time lapse, throw this stuff on while I wait for it to get warm out. And as soon as it warms up, I'm going to start laying down some paint on the body. So I'm going to get to work, and I will come back to you guys when we're ready for paint. Alright, so I got the sliders all on. I might have to adjust them to length, and also I might want to raise them up a little bit because they actually do look like they don't hang down farther than the chassis, but I might bring them up a little bit because there's not like a giant curve on it. So we'll have to see how the body sits in there, but you can just put like a nut or a washer or whatever to bring them up if you need. I took the shock off, and I didn't realize that these are 95 millimeter in length, and these look like they're like 110. They look much longer, and I don't really want to bring the height of the truck down. I don't know. It's like with the portals, I guess, like I could drop it down a little bit, and it might help with the top heavy, but you know, I really kind of like how this truck moves around with these shocks. I don't really seem to have any leaking issues with them, so I don't know. I kind of second guessed myself, so for now, I think I'm just going to leave them on there. Maybe if I could get 100 millimeters, a little bit, but these just looked much shorter, and then I didn't know how it would affect the truck, so I'm just really not ready to do that yet. But the sun is out, it's warming up, so soon we will be painting. So when I get out there, I'll show you what I'm going to do in my little process, and we'll start painting. So I'll see you then. Alright, so here we go. I got my little handle there. You can get these at Wally World. I think it's gonna, yeah, there it is. You can kind of see it. It's made by Rust-Oleum. They come in handy, you know, when you're doing big passes and everything. So, you know, I did the normal prep, a little sanding. You can see right here looks a little different because my stickers stuck so well, it left a lot of residue. I didn't have any goof off, so I just kind of sanded it. So I'm gonna lay down silver first before I do the final color, just to kind of help with the black. So I thought maybe that would be a better idea. So I'm gonna get it all sprayed up with just silver, and then I'll do the final color that I have, that red-brown color. Alright guys, back out for some more work on the Redcat. Paint's coming out pretty good, but the hood area is really rough. I think some dust got on there or something. It's kind of maybe a waste of time, but it's nice out. I just want to be outside. I finished my other project, so I'm going to try to make it come out the best I can. So I'm just going to give it a little wet sand and then throw another coat of paint on. And then this part of the hood right here, I'm going to go ahead, tape it all up once the paint dries, and just spray this black to break up some of the brown. So that is the agenda today. So it is yet another day, another paint a coat. Alright, so I tried to paint this centerpiece black. Well, I did. And when I pulled the tape off, you can see here, somehow it pulled even the silver right off of the black that was originally on there. It didn't want to stick in these spots. I'm not sure why. Like, I had tape in other spots, and it seemed to be fine, but there's a few spots. So now I'm really worried about how the paint is going to stick. So I do have some clear right here. I'm going to go touch these back up with the brown and then clear it, and I'm hoping the clear holds it on. I've never had a problem using TS before. That's why I laid a base coat down of PS for polycarbonate over the black, the silver, before I did the brown, because I couldn't find the brown I wanted in a PS, so I got it in TS. I figured the PS silver would take care of that, but obviously it didn't really stick so well, so I'm a little worried, But I'm going to give it my best shot here, see what happens. I really don't want to have to get another body, but we'll see. And yeah, so I'm going to go out, do some painting, and when that dries, I'm going to blast it with the clear. And then once the clear dries, I'll be able to start putting this back together, and I'll talk to you guys then and let you know how everything went. And we are back again, but we're all done here. So I got the body all painted. I got my clear coat on there. I got my black section here on the hood. And overall, I'm okay with it, except where I took the tape off. I don't know how well it will show on camera, but it pulled all of the paint off. And then obviously the thickness is a little off. I kept trying to add to it and just paint in the areas, but you know, no matter what, it's going to kind of keep adding up. So I figured I'll probably be able to cover that up with some stickers. That's kind of my plan. The other section on this side here, the fender will cover some of it. So it's not perfect, and to be honest with you, I don't really know if it's going to stick. I was a little worried. Like I said in a previous clip, I used PS paint first over the Lexan and then a TS. But for whatever reason, it didn't stick on those sections. I'm not sure what happened. So I'm thinking if I go too crazy with this body, it will scratch right off or flake off as the body flexes. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on it, I guess. Worst case is maybe I just order another clear body. It'll actually be pretty easy to replicate this look if I really decide I like the brown. So we'll see how it holds up and everything like that. But overall, it's pretty good. Just those couple of sections. So let's quickly just pull off the tape on the sections that I kind of had taped off here and just kind of get a look. So I didn't do the inside brown. I'm leaving that black. So let's pull this tape all off. So my tape job held up pretty decent. I didn't get any tape on there. And I kind of got everything how I want it. So as we put the cage back on, it should be good. I figured if I have to take a cotton ball or something and some paint thinner, because I did get some paint definitely in some places I didn't want. But some of that was just me being lazy with my tape job. So doing brown's actually not that big of a deal because, you know what? It's scale dust, all right? So get this off. See what we got. You know, some of this stuff I have glued on here, so I didn't want to have to rip the shoe goo off. That was a big issue for me. So yeah, you can definitely see it's even dusty in there. Got some tape where I didn't want it. So as you can see, I left the inside all black, and it actually doesn't look too bad. I wanted some separation between the interior and the rest of the truck. So I'll do the back section here and show you that, because that was the only section I left. And I taped all around the grill because they have like a sticker on there. So, oh yeah, this looks pretty good here. My tape job kind of went okay, so it's hard to maybe see here, but not too bad. So now all we have is the front piece here. So that'll be black as well. And I can see where I've definitely messed up on a little, but I think the grill will cover that when I bolt it back in. So, if you look, there's a sticker that goes as like a radiator, so I taped over that. And when I put the plastic 3D grill in there, that should cover up some of the imperfections and make it pop a little bit. So, that is that. It is all painted. It is now just a simple process of getting the cage and the inner fenders all back on. So, hopefully, I don't run into any troubles. I had everything all organized, so I'm going to throw you up on the time lapse. I'll probably chop it up because I imagine this video is getting a little long now. But we'll come back when everything is all done, and I'll let you guys look at it completely done and show you the final product, and we'll give it a you know, another little look and grading. So I'm going to get to work, and I will see you guys when I'm done. Alrighty, we have it all back together. Boom. So, something is not right here. Too many magnets. So, okay, now we'll be good. I had the magnets I was trying to save there, so there we go. Boom, all done. We got the new Reefs sliders, so you can see how those sit up there nicely. Stick out a little bit. Body's not quite, there we go, centered. So, okay, so there we have it. Looking good. Still unsure if I am going to add the stickers that come with it. I have the red left, and I have them up there. So it's not 100% done. Like, I do have to add a couple of my stickers, but this is, you know, what it's basically going to look like. I'm going to go through and add to it. I have to wait and see exactly what I'm going to do, but I just wanted to get the main body, everything all back, back on the body itself. The fenders here bolt to the inner fenders, and it all comes together. I had to get the cage back on, so that is it. That's how it's going to look. It is a red-brown color. I don't have a can. Oh, yeah, there it is. It is a TS1, I believe. I can read my can over there. So if you're interested in that color, my understanding I've heard is if you spray PS first over the Lexan, then you can spray a TS color. So that's what I did here. So we'll see how it holds up. Like I've said, I'm a little worried about it, seeing how I had that issue with it not sticking. I'm wondering if maybe the heat of the sun kind of made the tape stick too much. I'm not sure, because I didn't have that issue on any of the other spots, but that is what happened. So it's unfortunate, but like I said, I should be able to cover it up. Or I could always, you know, do my rust kit how I usually do, and then just spray the coat of clear in those areas right there. Maybe there's a little rust on the hood because it is old. But I wasn't really trying to go for an old look on this truck. I wanted just to look nice, and I used a semi-gloss for the clear, and it actually had, you know, it looks a little warm, but it's not flat, because that's what I was afraid of. I had a flat clear as well. I didn't want to use that. So here's a rear shot. Here's the front shot. So if you're interested, I will be doing some crawl videos. The snow is melting, so we'll get this thing out in action. But I'm sure this was a long process. The video, I got all kinds of clips. I got to edit them all together. So appreciate you sticking with me. Don't forget, leave me a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.